Hi, welcome to Trilicus. I'm your host, W.A. Blinko, and this is my review on Captain Marvel. So what do I think of the film? Well, I think it's a very average film, and it leads into the finale of the Avengers films, Endgame. So why do I think it's average? Well, it is just that. It's an average story about average people, to be honest, and the character herself has managed to divide the community of fangoers and comic book lovers with her comments and outspoken messaging that she's ploughed and plugged throughout the promotion of the film. Without that, putting it to one side, the film itself is okay. I wouldn't rate it highly as, say, Avengers Infinity or even the first Iron Man film, which I feel was a much better backstory without a political message and good characters, and it was a real good introduction into the cinematic universe of Marvel. So with Captain Marvel, there are for me a couple of very major plot holes that backtrack on everything that Marvel has done so far. I don't want to give away too much because obviously I'd like people to make their own opinion and see the film first. However, it does complicate things in the cinematic universe. We find out how Nick Fury loses his eye. We find out how Captain Marvel gains her powers and what she does with them. So the first half of the film is basically her backstory, where she started off and what happened to her pre getting her powers. Then there's a little bit of training, and then we come into the final act where she's fully established as Captain Marvel and uses her powers to basically save the day. Like I said, very generic and yeah, a bit average. So I would give it probably a 5 out of 10 or a 2.5 out of 5 for those that like 5 stars. It'd be about 2.5 stars. So yeah, the plot holes, there's a lack of continuity in the fact of some of the events that happen to her and how she gets her powers. It doesn't add up, and I've got one or two theories about this. I do feel that the way that she gains her powers could lead into how they're going to defeat Thanos in Endgame, for example. And I do feel that there's possibly either going to be time travel or alternate timelines in different universes, because we know with Ant-Man that the multiverse, there are all sorts of options available. So my theory would be, after seeing Captain Marvel, that they're going to either use time travel or the multiverse in order to defeat Thanos. So that's where I think they're heading towards Endgame. The thing about Nick Fury losing his eye was a bit lame, to be honest. We do find out how he does it. It's not how I would have thought he would have lost his eye, especially after making the comment earlier in the series that he trusted a man and that's how he lost his eye, or it was the last time he trusted somebody he lost an eye. So that kind of implies that there's a bit more to it than what he actually does. And the cat. Yes, the cat. Loved Goose as a character. Thought they could have used him a little bit more than what they did, but there you go. So yeah, I'll just wrap this up with saying, ignoring the political messaging that has been used as the promotional bandwagon for this film, as my wife thoroughly enjoyed it, not knowing the history of Brie Larson's comments and the fact that they're basically trying to market the film as anti-male influence, because every male in the film is pretty much dumbed down. Yeah, for me it was, as I say, 5 out of 10. For my wife, she'd probably mark it about a 7 or 8 out of 10, as she doesn't really know what's been going on politically, which I think is a good thing. Too many people get sucked into the political side of things at the moment, when we should remember that it is just a film at the end of the day. It's a bit of escapism, and you're going there to enjoy yourself. So yeah, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Hit the like button if you like what you hear. If you don't like what you hear, you know what to do. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Thank you very much.